Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Listen until the end, because there's news. Here's the Lakers starting lineup for the season. Has a rivalry with the Celtics for their 18th championship. Lakers made big deals for next season, but the most important thing was the contract extension of Anthony Davis, so that he can assume the position of leader of the Lakers from this season onwards, due to LeBron's retirement being close. It's time for Davis to be the best player in the NBA. Charles Barkley sends a message to LeBron James, Anthony Davis. The Los Angeles Lakers are set up to compete for a title in the 2023-24 NBA season as they've got the stars and role players to make another run. The Lakers turned around their 2022-23 campaign by trading Russell Westbrook for several role players that fit better around LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Los Angeles managed to make it all the way to the Western Conference Finals and are poised to build on that success with the current group they've assembled. While James is coming back for year 21, the Lakers' hopes of another title rest with Davis, who has slowly started to transition into the team's number one option. Davis looked more comfortable assuming a leadership role on the roster and is expected to assume more responsibility this year in order to ease the load off of James. In fact, former players like Charles Barkley believe it's time for James to tell Davis that he has to be the franchise's pillar now via the Bill Simmons podcast. At some point LeBron gonna have to say, "AD. Damn. I'm 100 years old. It's about time for you to be the best player," Barkley said. Davis has emphasized he loves playing for the organization and wants to win wearing purple and gold, so this upcoming year will go a long way in proving that he can handle such expectations. During the postseason, Davis routinely looked like the best player on the floor, and the Lakers will need that version of him if they hope to win it all this year. Owner of the Lakers argues that Anthony Davis was arguably the best player in the NBA when he was healthy last season. The turnaround that the Los Angeles Lakers experienced last season was truly something to behold. The franchise basically remade itself on the fly following the trade deadline, and the path was made even more difficult when LeBron James went down to injury. But the Lakers still went on a huge run, and the catalyst was big man Anthony Davis. Of course, Davis had gone down to injury earlier in the year himself, but once he got back on the court with his new teammates, he was the superstar player and leader many have been calling for him to be. Davis was dominant on both ends of the court as the Lakers kick-started a run that would take them to the Western Conference Finals. Davis's talent has never been in question, but that stretch of play late in the regular season was one of the best runs of his career. And in an appearance on the Athletic NBA show, Lakers owner Jeannie Buss says Davis was arguably the best player in the league at that point. And then something just clicked with the team and Anthony Davis being healthy. There's an argument to be made that he was the best player in the NBA when he was playing at that level. In 21 games after the All-Star break, Davis averaged 25.8 points, 12.9 rebounds, 2.9 assists and 2.1 blocks, while shooting 56.6% from the field. It was everything that fans know Davis is capable of, and he did it night after night when the team needed it most. By the time LeBron returned from injury, the Lakers were already rolling and he was just able to come in and add to it. The question for Davis moving forward is whether he can play at that level for the entire season. Of course, the most important key to that will be his health, as he simply has to stay on the court. But even when he is playing, he has to be more consistent, as he has been prone to stretches where he just doesn't look engaged. But now, armed with a new max contract and with championship expectations back around this Lakers team, Davis will need to play at that MVP level in order for the Lakers to make that run back to the NBA Finals. Rob Pelinka says Anthony Davis is the core of Lakers continuity. Continuity was the buzzword around the Lakers all offseason, and the team stayed true to their strategy in bringing back most of the main contributors to last year's team. The front office also extended a couple of players as well, chief among them being Davis. And Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka says Davis was at the core of that continuity plan, calling him a pillar of the franchise and someone the team could build around for years to come as he further embraces his role as a leader on this team. Jeannie Buss discusses rivalry with Celtics and race to 18 championships. the Los Angeles Lakers and the Boston Celtics have one of the biggest rivalries in sports history, sharing their fair amount of battles throughout all these years. From the Bill Russell, Jerry West and Elgin Baylor era, to Showtime with Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar against Larry Bird to Kobe Bryant going up against the Celtics' Big Three in Paul Pierce, Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett, and even now with LeBron James and Anthony Davis having battles with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, these two teams have always been at or near the top of the league. The Lakers' 2020 championship tied them with the Celtics at 17 titles, completing a long history for LA trying to catch up to Boston. While the rivalry may not be as heated as it used to be, both of these franchises are still looking to capture their 18th championship, which would be the most in league history. Lakers Governor Jeannie Buss is looking to get number 18 before Boston to honor the late, great Dr. Jerry Buss, who bought the Lakers in hopes of putting them on the top of the food chain, via the Athletic NBA show. Well, right now, it's like LeBron and Steph Curry, you can't have them both in the finals because we are in the same conference. If you think about it, Celtics, Lakers were both at 17 and if we do play them, whoever wins gets number 18. So, when my dad bought the team in 1979 that was his goal, to make the Lakers be able to, hold their place against the Celtics. The last meeting in the NBA Finals between the two teams was in 2010 when the Lakers won in 7 games, clinching their 16th championship in LA. Both the Celtics and Lakers were in the conference finals this past season but were unable to advance to the finals with LA losing to the Denver Nuggets in 4 games and the Celtics losing to the Miami Heat in 7 games. A storybook ending would be for these two to meet in the finals in the near future to compete for that elusive 18th title. Boston added another offensive weapon in Kristaps Porzingis this summer, giving them another scoring option outside of Tatum and Brown. The Lakers added more depth around their stars with pieces like Gabe Vincent, Taurean Prince and Christian Wood, while retaining Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell and Rui Hachimura, so it could very well be a possibility this season. Writer projects Los Angeles' starting 5. The 2023-24 NBA season will be getting underway here soon, with training camp starting up in a matter of weeks. This is the time when players start to finalize things for the season, and excitement is everywhere. Your Los Angeles Lakers enter the season ready to prove everyone wrong once again, and to finish business from last year. LA reached the Western Conference Finals a year ago but fell to the Denver Nuggets in a series that they believed they could have won. Now, they enter the year revamped and restocked, ready to take claim at the title once again. Led by LeBron James and Anthony Davis, the Lakers should be one of the best teams in the league if they can remain healthy throughout the season. Alberto De Roa of Hoops Hype put together projected depth charts for every team, and they put together what they believe will be the LA starting lineup. They have James and Davis leading the way, and alongside them are Austin Reeves, Jared Vanderbilt and D'Angelo Russell.